Hey everybody, at BVMatson here, and as I'm working through things on the CB77 305 motor for the Super Hawk, I'm kind of working through everything here. Got the right side cover all squared away, cleaned up, re-greased, repacked. Very similar stuff to what's going on to a 350, so I didn't bother making any videos on it. This gear is a little tricky, but other than that, no big deal. Once I got into it, I just had to kind of tear into it. Everything's ready to go. Don't forget the little ball bearing that goes down inside of there. That's really, really important. I was going to throw the cover on, and then I was like, can't do that until I get this thing mounted, because one of the engine bolts actually goes right through here, and this cover is going to obstruct that. So got the new sprocket installed. New front sprocket is installed, ready to rock and roll. I'm literally one M7 bolt from putting the cam chain tensioner in. Remember, this stripped out. This was an M6, so I re-threaded it to an M7. I just don't have an M7 bolt, and I'll go get a hardened M7 and get the cam chain tensioner put back in it. As I mentioned earlier on my cam chain tensioner, this is that M6. The bolt is fine, but it's stripped out on the inside there. So I ran new threads with an M7, and how I figured that out is I do have this little kind of a tool here to where you can test threads and figure out what exactly you need. The bolt hit the M6 right here, so I went up to an M7, and I believe it was this one that I used to re-thread. And I didn't even have to drill it because it was already at a 6. I actually just carefully re-thread that and made that happen. So this thing right here, got it off eBay. I want to say it was like 15, 20 bucks. Super useful. I would get one. Oh, here it is right here. This is what I used to do that. Went really easy. It was in soft aluminum. Used a little bit of Marvel Mystery Oil on those threads as I cut it, and it worked out great. So tomorrow I'm going to head to the hardware store and get a bolt. Everything else is like adjusting valves, adjusting timing, getting the points installed. The points and everything is already installed on the frame. It's all hanging there. It just needs to be plugged in, so it's doing no good. It's not something I'm going to do on the bench here. It's something I'm going to do on the bike. So, I'm kind of just sitting here like, man, I am one M7 bolt away from carrying this thing up the stairs and getting it done. I guess the only other thing, which is really, really simple, is getting the oil pump back in. This goes in on the bottom of the motor, so I'd rotate this over. I've got this all ready to go, bolts ready to go, everything's all cleaned up. Guess I might as well show you here on this oil pump here. Pretty straightforward. This goes up into the bottom of the motor. There are 2 gaskets that go with this, and there's really only one way to do it. The gaskets are exactly the same. There's no difference in them. So take your first gasket, drop it down there like that. Then you're going to take this metal insert. It's got the screen. It's got like a little filter screen on it. Make sure you clean all those surfaces up. That's not really good. I should probably clean on those a little bit more, although it's really just discoloration at this point. Might clean that up a little bit more. But that's going to go on there like that. And then you've got your one other gasket. Make sure it's oriented properly. And you can go ahead and drop that. That slides right over all of this. And bada bing, bada boom, that'll get installed on the bottom side of the motor. Not going to install that just yet because I do have the motor strapped down. Again, you got to strap these motors down because they're really front heavy and they will tip over. So when I'm ready to move it, it'll probably be one of the last things that I go and install on this thing before I move it. But man, it's exciting. Bam, it's going to look so good. It's going to look freaking awesome. I can't wait to get it in the bike, because then the serious business is going to really, really start. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I think this is coming out pretty darn good. I'm feeling it. Light years. Light years from what it was. Yeah. Remember when we rolled this thing down into the Keep On Wrenching shop? Ooh, look at that filthy engine. Totally filthy, man. I think we've done solid on this thing. Here's a few more photos. First time laying on the bench. Man, a lot of time, a lot of elbow grease on this one, a lot of super clean, a lot of polishing and just cleaning things up. It's looking great. Pretty crazy, isn't it? I just love all these little details on this thing. It's going to be incredible. It's time to move this thing out into the garage and take care of business and get it done, because I was going to button up the side just so it'd be fun to look at, but why? Like here, we can really start to see the vision, you know, once we get this nice polished cover on here. It's all kind of fingerprinted up and stuff right now just from working on it, but throw the kick on it and we should be in great shape. This actually all turned out so good. I can't wait to give it like one final clean and get it going. It's just a matter of one M7 bolt, man. One friggin' bolt for that cam chain tensioner and we are in business. And then that's going to be a huge corner that we turn, because, man, if we covered ground, we've covered ground. Seat still looks amazing. Keep cleaning that up. Only things left, rear brake pedal, which, again, I might as well do it while the engine's in. Got my side covers, all of that stuff. Got that nice plate right here. This got all done as well. So that'll all pop in there. That's gonna look freaking classy. Once we get to that point. Carburetors are all done. Everything's all polished. These all came out beautiful. These are good. These are all baked. Heat paint and baked, and we're good there. And man, it's just odds and ends in the box. This is actually all a bunch of, you know, a lot of it is just old springs for carburetors. I've got the new boots for the carbs hanging out there. There's not much in here, but man, like, check it out. Like, there's our kick. Could put the new rubber on the kick. And then, man, it's going to look so cool, guys. It is so close. I just can't make any more progress on the bench. So that's kind of where I'm at. Just a quick update, guys. Been on the road quite a bit, working, IRL, day job. And haven't been wrenching too much, but man, I came down here tonight and was just like, man, why don't I just go and get this thing in the damn motorcycle? I absolutely can't wait to get it mounted onto this bike. It's been a while since we've actually seen the motorcycle. It's all covered up in the garage, but I'm looking forward to just seeing the different accents, the blue and the silver and the chrome and the polished aluminum all coming together. We're getting there. We're going to do it. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button as well. Means a lot. Also, don't forget to find us on Facebook, the Keep On Wrenching community group. And let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, free stickers. Hit up keeponwrenching.com. May is going to be rough, but we're going to get back to some serious wrenching this summer for sure. All right, everybody. We'll see you in the next video or live stream. That one's on deck.